Hi, this is Alan from Alpus Group, and I'm going to talk to you today about a report that we prepare sometimes for our due diligence. We're actually looking at acquiring a portfolio in London mainly, and it's spread around different parts of the UK. What we have done is we've got a report from EG Radius about the tenant and the likelihood of possibly default on the rentals. And so what we've got is we've asked EG to evaluate the owner and also the probability of the tenants defaulting on a number of properties. There's about 15 properties spread around commercial properties, so they're essentially as good as the reliability of the tenant. So without a reliable tenant in the property, the value is diminished. So EG have produced this financial summary report. They've produced a balance sheet summary, and they've gone into great detail about this particular company and its directors, and also the tenants. So it enables us to build a picture of just what the portfolio is worth and how much time we should spend on evaluating it. So this is part of our due diligence process, and another aspect that we use is we use property data to evaluate the development potential of a particular site. So if we go to property data and we log in, use our normal login details, and we go to evaluate for development calculation, and we put in the postcode of the property, which is KM8, and the purchase price, we'll just put a notional price at the moment just for purposes of modelling, and we'll just assume this is correct. But let's say we have a pre-development square footage of 20,000, a post-development square footage of 80,000, and that we've got planning permission to refurbish and extend this property. There are various grades of finish we can choose from: economy, below average, average, high, and very high. So I normally take the middle point, average, and calculate this so the software doesn't understand the postcode for that one. So we'll have to find another example for calculation. 3px. Let's just take, this is another example just for illustration purposes, and we take this purchase price at 1710. This is 7,042 pre-development and 13,042 for post-development, refurbishment, extend, average finish quality, and we do calculation, and it comes up with the purchase price that we input. That was our assumption. It calculates the stamp duty, 167,750, the legals 5,000, architect's fees for the refurbishment and new build, refurbishment costs 621,000, New construction costs 1.291 million, giving a subtotal of £4 million for development costs. There's an allowance in here for contingency which is insufficient, as is the finance cost, so we need to adjust those figures. But let's assume they are correct just for purposes of this example, giving a total development cost of 4324. The value, residential value in that area is £427 a square foot, giving a gross development value of 5.568934, giving a potential margin of 1.244184, which is 28.8%. It won't actually be as high as that because these figures here have got to be increased, so it'll probably be down in the region 20 to 25%. But we can download that to a CSV file, and we've got notes here about the qualifications for all these calculations, the assumptions about costs and so on. So we just open this in the CSV file, just for illustration of the sort of tools that we use for development evaluation. Yeah, here are the same figures. In fact, this looks like another example where we had a slightly higher purchase price, thus slightly different stamp duty, slightly different legal fees, slightly different architectural refurbishment and new construction costs. And we assumed there that there would be a higher value, gross development value, because we assumed a very high quality of finish, thus giving a total gross development value of 6.455 million and a profit margin of 234,540. So in this case, although we've got a higher gross development value, we've got a much higher development cost as well. So we need to obviously work on that and get the right balance of the value, gross development value, in terms of the revenue from the project, and the cost of construction, which is this figure here, and moderating the amount we spend on the existing building and moderating the new construction costs. So that's part of the developer's job, is to manage all these issues and make sure that the job remains profitable. So that's all for our illustration of the sort of due diligence that we do on any project. So we were using EG, who we got to carry out a due diligence report, and we use Property Data as another software tool. We also use Property Filter as well, and one or two other software tools along the way. If you're interested in evaluating a project that you have, then you can call me, Alan, and my telephone number is 07539141257 or 0333 2241257. You can schedule a call with me at calendly.com/AlanJE, or you can drop me an email at alan@alpusgroup.com, and look forward to speaking to you if we can help you out with any evaluation of any properties, or even if you've got a property problem that you can't see how to solve, we can help you solve these problems as well. Cheers for now.